Hey everyone, JArt here. Now, as you can see, I'm in my room. The reason why I'm back in my room, well, the good thing is, well, the good news, my light did not break. It wasn't broken. It didn't die on me, so that's good. I found out why my light wasn't working, so yeah, I found that out. I figured that out. Uh, the next day, at the next day, I did my review for Porco. But yeah, now I'm going to be talking about The Wind Rises. Okay, so when I saw this in theaters, I didn't quite get what was going on. I didn't quite get the message. I didn't get what was the message it was trying to tell me until I saw a video going into full detail about the whole movie. And now that I know about it and that some time has passed, I think like a few weeks have passed, and I decided to watch it again today. Well, tonight. I decided to watch again tonight. And oh man. Yeah. This is definitely something. This is definitely something. This is definitely emotional roller coaster. That's for sure. This movie is it's a poetic it's a poetic emotional roller coaster. So yeah. Anyway, let me get to the story. So the story is about a plane mechanic. Ever since he was young, he always dreamed about building planes. That was his dream. That's his dream. It's to make beautiful planes that fly, to feel free. That's what he wanted ever since he was a kid. And one day he has a dream about his idol, his idol, the guy that inspires him to make planes, and his idol says a very good quote. Like, this movie is like very quotable, very it's emotional, very quotable, inspirational. Yeah. Anyway, uh, so after the dream, we get to him at getting to the adulthood. He's starting to grow up. He's starting to go for his dream, but the planes he's making, they are for military purposes. The whole story takes place in World War II. So yeah, he's making planes for military, so so they can bomb other countries. You know, basic World War II stories. Halfway through the movie, he meets a woman that he has met before when she was a girl. But not they meet up again many years later. They fall in love, and he starts to feel like he's living out his dream, but he faces the consequences when you try to have a dream and reality, like, together. A dream is one thing, but reality is another thing. And dreams can be accomplished in reality, but sometimes reality is just way too harsh to you. And that is what I learned. That's like the message I got from this movie. Well, I found that out during a YouTube video that I found. But now that I understand it, and now that I rewatched the movie again, man, it was wow. It just shows that not everything, you can't always wish for everything you wanted from from your dreams, because dreams, you could have anything you want. You can imagine anything you want. That's what a dream is. But making that dream a reality, that's a different type of story. And reality is harsh to you. It things are just aren't just like, well, what you always think of. When I first watched the movie in theaters, I watched the whole thing, and when I walked out of it, I I didn't quite like it that much. Mostly because I didn't quite understand what the message was. But now that I know what the message is, and I rewatched it again, it's gone. My score has definitely changed. Animation, good. It is good. I gotta say, this is really good. Still impressive. Still impressive till this day. And I just learned this. This is actually Miyazaki's last film he's ever made. That sucks. That really sucks. But what can you do? You can't really do anything. But yeah, this movie is definitely good. For his last film, he definitely went out the emotional route. Could definitely This movie definitely tugs on the heartstrings. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I actually found out that this is actually based on a real person, like a real life person that that made planes. So you can find that out on Google. I looked it up on Google at right after my first time watching the movie. I'm not sure how much of the story is actually true. He mostly got inspired because of his father. I think something about his father that I think he owned plane. He was his father was a plane mechanic. I totally forgot. I forgot, but he was mostly inspired by his father, and I think he did his research and found out this guy, the main character that is based on. When you watch the movie, you'll find out why it's called The Wind Rises. It even tells you what it means early on. The music. Okay, as for my favorite scene, it's definitely the ending. The ending, they did like a similar thing. They did like a similar shots from There was a similar shot from Porco Rosso, but I still like it. I still like it. That and also the transition to the dream scenes. It's really good. The transitions to the dream scenes, it's really good. Definitely really good. If there's anything I would change in this movie, it would definitely be removing the friend that he had in like the first half, and just have him be the main character by himself. Have him like rarely talk. Well, he does like he doesn't talk much in this movie, which I'm glad, because it's mostly just showing you. And I definitely like the perspective. It was just his perspective on everything, and so we see things through his eyes. I definitely think this movie will definitely boost that up a bit more higher. Also, I'd say throw in a bit more romance, because the romance seems a bit too quick, but it seems a bit too quick to me at the first time. But now that I see it the second time, but now that I see this movie the second time, it's a all right. I it's he I do like it, but I definitely do wish there was a bit more, so that way they build up more of the chemistry, and then that would kind of hit you a bit more harder at the end of the story. Um so yeah, my first time viewing it, I thought this was a 7 out of 10. But now that I rewatched it, and like the second half, it gets like a lot more better. It boosted up to like an 8. But like I said earlier, if it was just the main character by himself for like the first half of the movie until he runs into the girl, that he met earlier, and it's just like mostly just him and not his friend, then this is definitely go a bit more up, and also with a bit more chemistry. Well, a bit more romance between the two, between the main character and his love interest. That would definitely boost it up to a 9 out of 10. But as the movie, as I've seen it, it's an 8. It's definitely an 8 because, like I said, the second half boosts it up a lot more. It boosts it up a lot more. And yeah, that is all I gotta say. This is JArt signing out. Ugh. Finally, I can get this review out, and I can start focusing on something else until Howl's Moving Castle comes out by the end of this month. So watch out for that. And yeah, bye.